This is part 2 of Inmate Beyonce. I done told y'all already that you better mind your business. You have no right to tell another man how he gonna program while locked up. You got men out there that ain't never coming home. And I'm not justifying it at all. Trust me, I'm not justifying it at all. But you go get locked up doing 20 to no. You go get locked up and go tell a man that ain't never coming home, that ain't coming home in 5 years, 20 years, or 40 years. He's going to wake up every day knowing that he's never leaving. He's going to wake up every day knowing that he will never touch a woman another day in his life. Okay? So, right here, going to start looking like right there to him. Okay? A man like that that's doing time like that will bust you upside your head if you ever came to him talking about, yo, why you messing with like that? Why you being involved in them activities? Boy, you'll get your head cracked so fast. Now, we finna get into the story about Inmate Beyonce Part 2. Before we get into the story, though, if you haven't done it, hit that like button, okay? Bless the Cashapp if you're feeling the videos. Join my page, okay, so y'all can get y'all a badge. I'm dropping a movie December 24th. Once you become a member on my page, you will have full access to watch the movie that I drop. I'm going to have that movie up only for the members that join my page, all right? So y'all make sure y'all do that. And another thing, I go live every Monday and Tuesday, okay? Every Monday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. All right, so don't miss it. If you want to get in contact with me, my email address is in the description down below. Write me, I'll write you back. Matter of fact, the number is also on there too. So if I don't answer you right then and there, make sure you leave a message. Let's get to the story. All right. So, inmate. Oh yeah, one more other thing, y'all. Share this video. We need to get this video out. We need to blow this platform up. All right, let's go. Now, Inmate Beyonce. I knew Inmate Beyonce as Brandon out on the streets in Columbus, Ohio. Brandon was a drug addict. Brandon would be prostituting all around the west side of Columbus, Ohio. Okay, turning tricks to get that money to get them drugs. Okay, that was Brandon, and that's how Brandon got out. Brandon ended up in the county jail many times, like I said, for prostitution and solicitation. Well, Brandon got caught up too many times, and the judge basically told Brandon, hey, if I see you again, it don't even matter what it is. You come in front of me again, I'm giving you a 2-year sentence in Greenfield State. Okay? We're putting you in a Department of Corrections if you show up here again. Okay? Well, wouldn't be long, Brandon would end up back in front of the judge. Bam! 2 years. Now, Brandon ended up Brandon is who he is, okay? And of course, for the new people that might just be jumping in, that fast forward the video, Brandon is Beyonce while locked up, okay? So, how Brandon get down, Brandon will go find somebody that will protect him. Because, yes, his life will be in danger on many levels. Why? Because there'll be some inmates that will feel like, well, you are a woman in my eyes, so I'm going to violate you if you don't want to give it to me. So there's that aspect of being what Brandon is. You got inmates that feel like you're less than because you roll that way, and they might try to beat you up or take advantage of you. Then you got other inmates that might try to extort you and all other type of crazy things that I'm not going to share on here. Y'all just fill in the blanks, okay? understand this. A lot of these inmates have filthy, dirty minds, okay? They have filthy, dirty minds. And so they will use you and abuse you. Um, I remember a story where this one inmate that was that wanted to be a woman was getting pimped out to multiple inmates. This certain inmate had a pimp, and he would trade this other inmate out for commissary. And what is commissary, for you people that don't know what commissary is? Commissary is like Slim Jims, bags of Doritos, Pepsis, grape sodas, um, the squeezy cheese, um, commissary, right? Food that you have to pay for, that the state is not going to get to you for free, okay? Stamps, envelopes, things like that. You even got people that got cell phones in there, and if you get caught with a cell phone, that's 5 years automatic, okay? So all you dudes that be out there slick, uploading them TikTok videos, y'all better watch it. Don't put y'all face in that camera. I'm telling y'all, they watching. They watching, all right? So this inmate used to get pimped out. And I don't know, was it by force or was it because that's how he and his pimp got out. I don't know. That's how they program. I don't know. And I told y'all, you cannot knock a man for how he program, okay? So, anyway, so you get inmate Beyonce in Greensfield Correctional Facility. I seen him when he came. I was already getting there on my 11th month, and I seen when he came in. I was over there by the gate, walking the yard. So the bus come in every Tuesday with new inmates. So I'm over there trying to see, do I know anybody coming in, and sure enough, I see him, and I said, "Oh snap, that's inmate Beyonce, that's Brandon." I said, "Oh okay." So I paid no mind. There's other guys though that's at that gate too, and they like, ooh wee, oh I got that. That's me, right? So you got guys that rock that way, that like to play with the boys, that look at Brandon as the real Beyonce, right? You couldn't tell these men no different. You cannot tell these men that there's not a woman coming in there. Okay, you cannot convince them otherwise. Like I said, they will pull out a knife and put that blade inside your body if you try to tell them otherwise. Okay, hey, it is what it is. But y'all better hit that like button, right? So hold up. For you cats out there that be out there talking about, oh, how you know so much detail, you must have been involved. First of all, listen, we in 2022. If you in the closet, get out the closet. It don't matter no more. I am a heterosexual man that loves women, the natural women, okay? I don't play them type of games, okay? I'm not going to tell y'all what I used to do up in there when, every time I felt that way. But just put it this way, it was by myself, alone, okay? Put the white sheet up and you figure it out, okay? I ain't gonna say exactly what it was because this YouTube, but I can tell y'all something else though. If you got the right connections and you got a good mouthpiece, like I did, well, we gonna say this. I was intimate twice with a female guard. Okay, so every dude that get locked up is not attracted to dudes. Okay, it's a lot of dudes. It's some lifers that I knew that never messed around with a gay guy. They would J off all day. I'm gonna call it J off. Y'all fill in the blank, okay? So it's guys that's a straight up man like I am that would never ever indulge in them type of activities. Shout out to the ones that do. That's how they program. But then you got other guys like myself that it ain't happening. No way, shape, or form. I wasn't like that before I got locked up, doing, or after, right? I'd rather J off till my hand break off. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all better hit that like button, right? So you got guys over there at the gate hawking like, "Ooh, wait, that's me. Oh, it's up, it's up, that's me." Right? So these guys are sitting up there betting and claiming another man as their property, right? Now you would think like, yo, this is sick, but yo, this is what goes on up in there. This is exactly what goes on up in here, right? If you don't want to be, if you don't want to see, I could tell y'all some crazy, crazy stories where I seen a young white guy, and I don't got nothing against white people. Most of my supporters is white, so shout out to my supporters, to my white supporters. I got much love for y'all, right? And I know it sometimes seems like I be picking on the young white inmates, but the truth of the matter is, if you a young white boy, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and you don't got no weight on you, and you like a dope fiend, or you ain't never been to jail, you never been in the streets, and you done made a mistake and landed you in here for 2 to 5 to 10 to 20 years, right? And you ain't never been into no altercations in your life, you're going to be a victim. You will be a victim. I'm sorry. Unless you join a gang, and even with that, your own gang might try to extort you. So, hey, it is what it is. I'm sorry that it's like that in there, but it's just like that in there. And yes, there's Mexican young guys that get punked, turned out, extorted. There's black guys too. It is what it is in there. And I told y'all before, I wasn't the roughest and the toughest guy in there, but by the grace of God, I never got violated in that way. And plus, I kept that knife on me, and people knew that I would push it if I had to push it. Okay, I would draw that line immediately. Okay, I ain't get this scar right here for nothing. Y'all see that? Them battle wounds right there, and right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, I had my share of knife fights. I got it in, I pushed that blade, and the blade got pushed on me. It is what it is. See, and another thing for you guys out there that always so quick to go grab a gun, right, to settle your disputes, and you never had a fist fight before, well, you cannot bring guns in prison. You got to use these, and then you got to get you a hammer. Get you a hammer, right, to defend yourself. But know this: it's one thing of taking a man's life with a gun far away, and then there's another thing of taking a man's life with your bare hands, not even with a knife, but with your bare hands. I seen a man get strangled over Inmate Beyonce. We finna get to that, right? So it came down to two of these guys that was bidding over him. They wouldn't let up. It got to a point where he said, "Well, listen, man. All jokes aside, that's me. Um, you just gonna have to fall back. That's all me." And dude, like, he equally matched his energy. So, um, inmate Brandon, aka Beyonce, end up going through process, this, that, whoop de woo. He ended up in our dorm, right, where the two I'm gonna call them rock and rollers was rock and rolling that, right? So when when Beyonce came in there, they put him in a cell with a neutral guy, with this young Mexican guy. Um, it was no problems, but the issue was the two rock and rollers kept rolling up to the cell, bringing him things. Come on, man. I keep telling people, stop calling me while I'm doing these videos. So they roll up to Beyonce's cell, and they propositioned themselves. They said giving them cups of noodles, honey buns, Snickers, juices, coffee, tobacco, letting them use the cell phone, and it's clear it ain't no misrepresentation of what they trying to do, and they trying to win his heart or her heart. Sorry about that, right? Um, this will go on for days. Um, Then they get it to a point where you will see Beyonce going into one of them guys' cell. I'm not gonna tell y'all what was going on. That ain't none of my business. Just know a white sheet was put up. Okay. I ain't finna tell y'all what's going on because first of all, it was none of my business. Okay. So y'all can fill in the blanks with y'all freaky tales, with y'all broken minds, right? When a white sheet is put up, you do not look in another man's cell. You might see something that you do not want to see and you cannot ever get out of your brain. You will try to sear that sight out of your brain. And then number two, you might get your head cracked or you might get stabbed for looking in another man's cell, butting somebody's business, okay? So, here go in between Rock and Roller number 1 and Rock and Roller number 2. Um, it got to a point where Rock and Roller number 1 basically wanted Beyonce all to himself. And he basically told Rock and Roller number 2, like, yo, you're going to have to fall back. I'm catching feelings. I'm in love. I know y'all think I'm playing, I'm making this up, but hey, for the real convicts, for the real felons that's in the building, y'all know what I'm talking about is real. Dudes be in there catching feelings. And hey, both of these cats doing life without parole. They ain't never getting out. Inmate Beyonce in there ironing their clothes, fixing their food, making sure the cell is clean. They got them a prison wife and they don't want to share no more, right? They got their intimacy on, right? Because this is how they programming. And like I said, who am I to tell a man how to program, okay? And like I said, you better not go over there trying to be righteous, trying to tell him, oh, y'all need to stop in that activity, all right? You want to butt into somebody's business like that, you going to end up becoming their business, if you know what I mean. Hit that like button. So, he end up telling him, like, yo, you need to fall back. And they having a full-blown argument right in front of everybody. That's right there displayed in front of everybody. Beyonce just sitting there at the table looking like y'all need to stop, y'all need to calm down, and all this and that. And you got two dudes just face to face arguing about professing their love for this other man. So it got to a point where, the guards came in, was like, y'all need to chill out, and y'all about to get locked down. Other dudes like, y'all chill, man. We just came from lockdown, man. Chill. All this and that. So Joker number 1, Joker, he tell him like, listen, you gonna have to choose, and you gonna have to choose today, or it's gonna be a problem, and it's up from there, right? So other dude like, man, you ain't saying nothing, man. Go get your gun. When the inmate says go get your gun, he not talking about go getting a gun. He talking about go getting a shank, a knife, a blade, right? So he said, oh, it's like that. He said, yeah, it's like that. I die for mine. I die for mine. He was talking about dying for his love for inmate Beyonce. Oh man. So he like, all right, say less. So he go back to his cell and he go to his cell, and inmate Beyonce just sitting there with his legs crossed, shaking, like, oh my God, please, y'all don't do this. The guard done disappeared. It's funny how when something about to pop off crazy, the guards ain't nowhere to be found. But if you in there tattooing or doing something minor, they right there, right? You in there trying to fire up a joint or some weed or something, they right there, right? But every time something violent about to pop off, where they at? Nowhere to be found, right? So you got old dude coming from here and the other dude coming from there, and they're like, what's up? So then at this point, everybody kind of like backed up, and we like, oh shoot, it's finna really go down. It's about to go down, man. So I bag up, I put my back against the wall, and I kind of slide over here to my cell, because if they pop it off and the goon squad come in here and they close our cells, they don't care who you are. They don't care if you was involved in it or not. You getting beat up, jumped on, stepped on, punched on, and maced and dragged up out of there, right? So I said, okay, I still got front row seat to this, But I'm finna get to my cell because when they about to close, I'm gonna just hop right into my cell, right? So they about to pop it off. You know, what's up? What's up? They get in each other's face when they not right, and they by 4 feet away from each other. What's up? What's up? What's up? He just popped it off. He swung on. Boom. He didn't have the blade on him. I guess he had the cuffs. So they get the rumbling. Boom, 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 boom. They fighting. They rolling around on the ground. They really fighting, like really fighting. Then the blade come out. All I know is it was like I didn't even know the blade came out yet until I heard, oh, for real? For real? You gonna stab me? You gonna stab me? I don't know who got stabbed at this point, but they get up, like they get to their knees, and then do like, oh, for real? So you gonna stab me? You gonna stab me? Inmate Beyonce crying like, oh my God, y'all need to stop this. He like getting in between them, like y'all don't have to do this and all this and that. It was like some real street drama of female on the street, um, in between two men that she's sleeping with, both of them. It was, yo, it's crazy. Yo, things get real crazy and real nutty and lock up. Okay, y'all hit that like button. So he like, all right, you gonna stab me? You gonna stab me? He like, yeah, what's up? Hey, leave my B alone. Leave my B alone. This my B. This my B. They go back at it again. Boom, 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 boom. Now at this time, dude got his knife out too. So they cutting each other. They ain't going for the jugular. Now I'm gonna tell y'all about these two cats. They've been locked down for a very long time. If they really wanted to end the other person's life, that's what they could have done that. They both capable of doing that. It's the difference between a convict and an inmate, okay? An inmate is just an inmate, somebody that's in and out of jail or prison, and a convict is somebody that knows things, right? That been locked down for so long that they know how to maneuver around the system. See, a lot of guys that's convicts, they know if you stab somebody and don't take their life, and if you get caught, you're looking at maybe 6 months to a year in the box, or you might get shipped off to the next level custody. But if you take a man's life, it's a whole nother ball game. So they not stabbing and fighting to kill, right? But they getting their pokes in, right? At this point in time, now the guards catch wind. They catch wind of what's going on. Lock it down, lock it down, lock it down, lock it down. Me, I'm already by my cell. I just slide up in my cell, right? This time they stop. They actually listen because they know what's going on. They run to their cells. Beyonce go to her cell, right? The sergeant come in there with the white shirts. The medical staff come in there. They ask the people questions. They pull Beyonce out. They pulled the one guy out that's in love with her, that was fighting for her. They pulled the other guy out, and they took them to wherever they took them to. The guy they both had poke wounds and stuff like that. I never seen them again. In fact, it was so much going on in the jail at that time. This is just another story that was going on. It was maybe that day, I could tell y'all maybe 5 more stories that was going on at once at that time when this story was going on. So it wasn't like I was just keeping track of these guys or Inmate Beyonce. It is what it is, right? So much chaos going on around, you don't know what to expect, right? So, it ain't my job to keep up with these cats. So all of them two get put wherever they got put at. Beyonce ended up getting put in the hole until they figured it out. They moved him out of our pod, and that's the end of the story of Inmate Beyonce. But I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. Don't leave. I need to tell y'all, to warn you young cats that might find yourselves locked up. Number one, don't get locked up. Stop committing crimes out there, because you could easily end up being Inmate Beyonce. Whether an older inmate take a liking to you and basically take it from you and make you his Beyonce, or you might get tricked and get put in a situation where you end up being a woman. This is the sad truth of reality of things. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. bless the Cashapp. Join this page, become a member. I go live every Monday and Tuesday, 7 p.m. I'm out.